It's the end of month 3, and I think we were doing pretty well. But unfortunately, this month got hit with a little bit of a setback.
Oh, fudge.
So if you're new here, my name is Alan, and I'm from Jumpin' Jack Cards. So this month we had some good and some bad, and some very exciting news which I'm going to share with you towards the end. So make sure you stick around for that. But for now, let's go straight into the numbers. So this is month 3, and I think it's been a good month for us. There's been similar amount of sales, but less expenditures, which means more money for buying new cards. But let's get into it. Okay, so here we are in the June numbers. So we've got the opening cash from last month is £23.84. And we've got the sales this month of the cards, and they've all been from Card Market this month. That's £145.69. So the total of that altogether is £169.53. So that's not too bad for this month in terms of sales and what we had from last month. I've also put in £100 of my own money into that. So that's just sort of money that I had put in there, and then that will account for other expenses because I am doing £100 every month. So in terms of what we spent it on, I bought new inventory for 75, and then I bought more for 17. I'm going to take you through what I got as well, just to show you the kind of stuff I got for 75. I had to buy new audio, and I had to buy a tripod, which I'm recording this on now because I had one of those, you know, the bendy things, and they're absolutely rubbish. They're so hard to bend into the right angle, and then you have to clip them to something all the time. It's just a nightmare. So the tripod is just an Amazon Basics one, but it works brilliant so far. And the audio is, what's the name on this? Let me just check. This is the Lark A1, and I've found it so good so far. The USB-C version, and it all charges off. Just sits in the bottom of your phone. And while it's sitting in the phone, it's charging the receiver, and these charge when they're in a little charging case that comes with it. So I would very much recommend that. It's great so far. So total in 169, everything out is 134. So that leaves me a profit of £34.84. £34.84 this month, not including the 100 that I'm putting in. So if I've got the other 100 in there as well, that's not too bad. We're sitting on around £134 cash on hand for this next month. So in terms of sales revenue for the first 3 months, it's £534 at 88p, and I've sold 240 cards altogether. Not anything to quit the day job over just yet, but it is building month on month, so I'm very happy with that progress. So in terms of the inventory I got, I bought this for 75. And there is plenty in here. So these are the hitters. I'm in here. I'm not going to go through all these, but I think I did get a good deal. There's a lot of cards in here that are sellable. There's some lovely full arts in here too. Some playable ones. Master Ball Suicune. It's pretty nice. Lovely Lycanroc. And I think this is a Pokeball, is that right? I can't see. Yeah, Pokeball Umbreon, so that's not too bad. Alongside that, card sleeves, and each of these comes with a lot of bulk, holos and reverses. Oh, there's something from Journey Together. There's some Journey Together here. There's some 151. There's Twilight Masquerade. There's plenty of bulk in there. But that's what I bought for 75. So with the numbers out of the way, I want to tell you why I think July is going to be the most exciting month for the business yet. I'm going to be vending at the Think Nerd Pokemon Club on the 19th of July, and I'm so excited for my very first show. It's a big step for me. I've never vended before in my life. It's a local Pokemon club in the Antrim Library that meets every month. I've never sold in person before. I've never had a table, never had a market stall. I've never had to think about things like having a float, having display stands, having branding for my table, having a tablecloth, how to pack all the stuff for a show to make sure it gets there in one piece. So for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be pricing cards, getting together what I think I'm going to be offering, and genuinely getting stuff ready for that show. I'm not setting my expectations too high for this show. I just want my table to be somewhere people can come by, have a browse of my binders, and have a chat. But that's not to say I don't want it to look good. I'm going to be working on branding before then, and I'm going to try and make it the best that I can do. So I'm a bit of a mix of nervous and excited energy at the minute about this show. It was only just announced recently. I had my sights set on starting in August, but bringing this forward a few weeks is very exciting for me. I really wanted to get started. I think I'm going to learn a lot more in the 2 or 3 hours about a Pokemon business than I have done in 3 months up to now. So leading up to this show, I'm going to be preparing a lot more. I'm going to be creating a lot of short form content. Now, if you haven't followed my Instagram or followed my TikTok or subscribed to my YouTube, this is a good chance to do it. So how do I feel 3 months in that I've been doing overall? I'm honestly so proud of what I've done so far. The content that I've been making, I'm very proud of it. I'm happy with the growth in my YouTube channel. Absolutely over 150 subscribers already. Subscribe. 200 followers on Instagram, and maybe like over 500 on TikTok or something. I still don't know what is going on with TikTok. I have no idea over there, but I have been replying to any comment I've got on there, and the same I do on Instagram and same I do on YouTube. I'm really trying to build a community around my pages, and replying to people is very important. Obviously, I'm still working full-time as a UX designer. I'm not going to be able to quit my job anytime soon. But this is just about building a foundation for a future business. My ambitions are really big for this. I'd love to open a store, a brick and mortar store, but that's years down the line. I can't do this all overnight. So I'm happy with the progress that I'm making, taking small steps. Vending at the first show is going to be huge for me. I'm very excited to see where that goes. So the biggest shift for me in the first 3 months isn't just about the money, it's about the way I'm thinking about the business. I've gone from sort of casually selling cards to trying to build a business with a bit more structure. I've got spreadsheets in place for tracking sales. I'm starting to spot value quicker in listings online here and there. And I'm building up a reputation on both Card Market and on eBay. So now I need to just step out from behind the screen and go and sell in person and see what that's like. That's a big milestone for me, only 3 months in. I'm very excited to do it. So to close this off, I just want to say thanks so much for everybody who's commented, liked, shared, subscribed over the last 3 months. It's truly blown my mind how many people are already subscribed and follow me on various platforms and engage with me on content. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. So once again, please hit like and subscribe if you're following my journey. You're going to see what happens in month 4. I've got a card show that I'm going to be attending as a buyer, so I'll be documenting all of that. So whether you're flipping cards or you're just curious about the business or starting your own business, stick with it, because the small steps really do add up to big steps. It's daunting at first. It does get easier, but it's not easy. I'd love you to follow along with me, because we're taking small steps on this channel, but it's going to grow into something big, I just know it. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'm going to get a cup of tea. See you next time.